Now I want to talk about rapper Lil Tjay crashing out on streamer Cenat. For anyone who's not aware, yesterday Lil Tjay went on Instagram Live and started going off on Kai for reasons that honestly don't make a whole lot of sense. From what I could gather, it seems to be connected to Kai's girlfriend, and it's also connected to Kai's friend, I believe his name was Ray, saying some things about Lil Tjay. Now during this rant, Tjay accused Kai of supporting his ops, basically siding with his enemies, and then he just kept going saying a whole bunch of other things. It felt really random, out of nowhere, and honestly unnecessary, but this is the reality of what happens when emotions take over. So let me play you guys the clip right now.
Y'all sucking real ops. Real ops. It's not no Kai Cenat. The reason why I don't like Kai, you wanna know what's crazy? I'll tell y'all. The reason why I don't like Kai is because he be on my real ops. He knows it. They all know it. Everybody know it. My real fans know it. The algorithm of the internet don't know it. And I'll be like, yo, gang, you fuck with niggas, that's cool, but to go out your way and just be on a nigga dick and just keep hating on Tjay, who's your age and you want some older niggas, it's kind of crazy. I'd rather you just stay out the way. So it gets me mad and get emotional. I used to never have outbursts before because there wasn't nothing as triggering as this that I'm facing now. And it's like, this is media train. I never had PR like that. I ain't never do that. I just drop my music. I just do what I do. So when you go through a little phase of getting trolled and shit, y'all wouldn't even know because y'all fans, you know? I have little outbursts and go crazy and shit and get a hate train like I'm experiencing. Snow. Niggas don't be tripping for no reason.
So as y'all could hear, the rant just felt very misdirected. I don't know exactly what Lil Tjay is going through, but clearly he's going through something, okay? Because the truth is, Lil Tjay hasn't really had the best run in the rap game these last few years. A few years ago, Lil Tjay was right at the forefront of that melodic rap wave, coming up alongside guys like Polo G. He had some extremely big songs, he had momentum, and for a while he was everywhere. But things changed after 2020 when Lil Tjay got shot and nearly lost his life. Since then, the music hasn't really been hitting the same. He's independent now, so he's not a part of the music industry machine. And like a lot of rappers from that era, his career has gone cold. The thing with Tjay though is that it's not just about the music slowing down. A lot of the attention he's been getting for the last, especially year, has been tied to drama. And back in January, you might remember the story, but he went back and forth with streamer Blacky Speakz. All because Blacky Speakz asked him multiple times not to smoke inside an Airbnb he was renting. Instead of respecting that, Tjay got defensive and started talking about how he's from the streets and, you know, how he was going to violate him after the fact and all this crazy stuff, right? And honestly, it made him look really bad because at the end of the day, it's not that hard to respect somebody's wishes, especially if it's their spot. Now, fast forward to today, and this whole situation with Cenat is actually the third time he's had an issue with a streamer. Just the other day, he was beefing with the other streamer that I spoke about, mentioned in the beginning, Cenat's friend. His name is, I believe, Ray, if I'm not mistaken. You know, the young Asian man, right? I'll put a photo of him on the screen right now. And Tjay even said that he was going to smack him if he saw him just because of some comments that he made. Now with Kai, it's escalated to the point where Tjay went live on Instagram accusing him of supporting his enemies. And after that, Tjay even posted some DMs between him and Kai where Kai literally asked him straight up, like, what did I do to you? And if you take a look at the screen right now, these are the DMs, okay? So Kai right there says, what did I do to you? And then Lil Tjay responds and says, bro, you chose your side of a beef you not in and did mad weird shit. My fans will tell you exactly what you did without me having to explain. He then continues and says, when was the last time you said some positive on my name since y'all been cool? Mind you, niggas, you fake going crazy over 30 plus. You're trying to pay me to be a bully. Fuck out of here. And you definitely gotta underestimate how sensitive it is, or just me hating. And you definitely gotta underestimate how sensitive it is, or just be hating. And that's me being open-minded, trying to explain a problem I feel is clear. Bro, you think I'm doing all the internet crashing to leave it on the internet? Bro, after comments, yeah, be going crazy like, damn, he said. And then he continues and says, bro, you think I'm doing, oh yeah, that's the other comment. And then he says, bro, and then he continues and says, I swear to God on my life, you probably just laughing. I'm so serious, gang. My shit effed up. And then he has like a brain emoji. Is he saying like his head is messed up? And then he says, it's a reason I understood Kodak. And I see you defending Ray for calling me a op. Why you blamed it over our situation? Because I read it as him doing that over other shit, trying to mock my trauma or some. Lil Tjay, my brother. Spelling is important, okay? Like, you know what this is about? Why you AMPing? Is he talking about AMP? Why you amping? Maybe amping it up? I'm not sure. I'm so confused right now. So as you guys can see, after what looks to be around 12 to 13 messages back to back to back to back, Kai left Lil Tjay on red, probably because he got, better things to do than to focus on petty drama. I have absolutely no clue what this beef is actually about. Honestly, it just seems like a whole bunch of nonsense. But Tjay didn't stop there. Right after, he challenged Kai to go through his girlfriend's phone live on stream, basically alluding to the fact that Kai's own girlfriend might be cheating on him. And here's the post right here. He said, and this is his second Instagram account, by the way. He said, "Go through that phone on stream. Let's react." Crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji. And things just kept on getting worse from here, because Lil Tjay actually took a screenshot of himself on Kai's Cenat stream where you can see that Kai had basically put him on timeout. And here's the post right here. And as you can see at the bottom, it says, "You are currently timed out from our chat. You can chat again in 4 minutes and 56 seconds. And as you can see from the screenshot, he's actually on Kai's stream. And I guess this means that Tjay was in Kai's chat spamming a bunch of stuff, so Kai put his ass on timeout for a few minutes so he couldn't comment. And honestly, I don't know why you'd even be trying to troll the man in his own stream. Like, this is Kai's hustle. This is how he works. He's at his job. And for Tjay, as a grown man, like, it just comes off as petty. Like, I can't believe this is what it's come to for Tjay, right? It's unbelievable, man. After that, Kai actually ended up reacting on stream to what Tjay said about his friend, the young Asian dude. His name was Ray, right? And this is what Kai said.
Lil Tjay threatens Ray after Ray told Thought and Lil Tjay he was an op. So when I see y'all little niggas and slap the fuck out of y'all, what they gonna say? Do you know what we do to ops? What the algorithm say? I can't wait to see you, gang. Come on, bro. Stop the violence, bro. Ain't nobody. Stop. Let's just stop, y'all. Don't threaten nobody, man. It's not right. This is not right, man.
And then Lil Tjay went even further. He started begging Kai to unban him from the chat. Once again, he challenged Kai to check his girlfriend's phone live on stream and kept pressing him for a proper response to everything he's been calling him out for. And at this point, Lil Tjay started looking very desperate, okay?
No. Don't ban my name in the chat now. Respond and react. I want to see how good your I want to see how good your PR is. Come up with something. Respond and react. Anything else you was going to respond to and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm such a civilian. He's bothering me." No, you was on the ops. Ask for the It's over. And I'm not coming at you with no gangster Respond. You sicko. You sicko. Is that the reason or not? Go through the phone. Show the fans. The fans want to know, my boy.
And then Lil Tjay went on Instagram and posted a bunch of stories saying the following. And this is like 4 or 5 Instagram stories. He said, "They scared of your power. You got everybody on ice, not Tjay." And then the second one, or I don't know what order this is. Anyway, he says dick riding, and he added like a bike emoji. So like a, that fruit emoji where, it's supposed to represent a dick, right? So dick riding to the max. Another story, he said, "Rage bait. You just wanted me to talk crazy so you could spin it again. And then Lil Tjay says, "Lil nigga cap. He know everything he doing. Why you ask me what you do and don't respond?" So at this point, it's like Tjay is just talking to himself. But man, it really just goes to show how dangerous clout can be. Lil Tjay is someone who's had billions of streams in his career. Like, he's actually had real success. And to think that just a few years later, this is what things would come to, is absolutely insane and unbelievable. And to me, this whole situation highlights what jealousy and envy can do to a person, because Lil Tjay had it all, hits momentum, a wave behind him. But now, with the spotlight dimming, it seems like it's messing with his head. I mean, he even said, "My head's messed up," or something like that. He added like the brain emoji, right? And here's the thing, right? There's 2 ways people handle this. You can either use that fuel to get better, or you can let it make you bitter. Sadly, it looks like Lil Tjay has chosen the second path. And the thing is, none of us are above this, okay? Especially in the public eye, where perception is everything. But the key is not letting it consume you, okay? And right now, Tjay seems to be stuck in that sunken place. I still gotta admit, he's dropped a lot of great music, and I listen to it from time to time. And when he first came out, he just had a different energy, right? He was coming up so fast, and it felt like he had the world in his hands. But ever since he got shot, popularity started to fade. It's like he's been crashing out nonstop. Both Kai and Tjay are from New York, and you know what they say, right? A lot of times the people who hate on you the most are the ones who come from where you come from and who look just like you. So in my opinion, I think it's resentment, and that resentment is real. We see it in friendships, relationships, and definitely in the entertainment industry. So from what I can tell, Kai hasn't done anything to Tjay. Maybe he commented on what his friend said, but that's not grounds for this kind of energy. And the saddest part is how quick Tjay goes back to violence. Not everything needs to go there, bro. Like, sometimes words can just be words, right? And the street mentality of, if I don't like what you're saying, then, you know, I'm going to press you and I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. Like, it just keeps so many people from actually elevating. And it's okay to not be on top forever, but what's not okay is hating on the people doing better than you, especially when you're not in the best place yourself. That's just burning bridges and making yourself look bitter. And TJ said in one of the clips that there's been like a hate train against his name. But honestly, I think he just did that to himself. People used to criticize his music, sure, but nobody's really questioned his character until now when he's kind of like crashing out, right? So now what they're doing is they're questioning his character, and that didn't just come out of nowhere, right? Meanwhile, Kai, he's not phased. He's still leveling up. He's still working, still moving forward. And a lot of people give Kai criticism, but for the most part, he stays in his own lane, and he's only 23 years old with all this success. Of course, there's going to be some bums here and there. He's been involved in some controversial things, and he's done some things here and there, but he's now crashing out, okay? So maybe TJ thought he could capitalize on some of the hate that Kai is already getting right now. Obviously, if that was the plan, it backfired badly, because at the end of the day, you can't take away what Kai has done, okay? His success is thanks to nobody but himself. And Lil Tjay crashing out on Kai, obviously completely pointless, but it is what it is. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say about Lil Tjay crashing out on Kai Cenat. Comment, like, subscribe for the algorithm, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace. I'm out this bitch, man.